There's a kind of pain that doesn't come with warning signs. No blood, no bruises, just a stillness, like the air right before a violent storm. That's what betrayal feels like. It doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers, and the silence hurts even more. You catch them lying about where they were. Or you find a message that wasn't meant for your eyes. At first, you want to believe it's nothing. You want to protect your reality, but deep inside, something collapses. A part of you that trusted too deeply begins to crack. Infidelity isn't just the breaking of a promise. It's the unraveling of a whole world you were building in your heart. And when that world collapses, it doesn't just break your relationship. It breaks your ability to feel safe in love again. Because after cheating, love starts to feel dangerous. When someone cheats on you, it doesn't just feel like betrayal, it feels like abandonment. You start to question everything. Was I not enough? Did I miss the signs? Was it all a lie? And the most heartbreaking part, you begin to feel like a stranger in your own skin. You question who you were and why that version of you wasn't worth staying faithful to. You were once confident, now you're walking on emotional glass. Your identity was tied to the love you gave. When that love is disrespected, it fractures you. And rebuilding isn't just about moving on. It's about learning to trust the sound of your own voice again. Cheating is often misunderstood. People imagine hotel rooms, secret affairs, steamy texts, but it's deeper than that. Sometimes cheating starts with a lie, a hidden connection. Emotional closeness they used to give you, now shared with someone else. It can be physical, emotional, digital, even spiritual. A partner who shares dreams and secrets with someone else has already started to drift. And what hurts the most isn't even the act, it's the deception. The choice to hide, the choice to lie, the choice to place someone else where only you belonged. When someone makes that choice, they don't just break trust, they relocate your worth to someone else. You can tell yourself you've moved on. You can say the words, "I'm fine," but your body keeps the score. Your heart skips when they leave the room for too long. Your stomach churns when they get a message at midnight. You tense up when someone compliments them, even innocently. This isn't weakness, it's your body trying to protect you from another collapse. The scars of betrayal don't live only in the mind, they embed themselves in your nervous system. And every time something feels off, your body flinches in defense. Healing means learning to feel safe again. Not just in your partner, but in your own reactions. One of the most painful consequences of cheating is this: even when you fall in love again, it doesn't feel safe. You second-guess every smile. You overanalyze every delay in reply. You pull away when things get to close. Because somewhere deep inside, love has become a battlefield. And even if the new person is kind, gentle, and loyal, the war inside you continues. This is what cheating really does. It rewires your emotional system. And until you heal, even the safest love can feel like a trap. After being betrayed, many people internalize the pain. You begin to ask, maybe if I had done more. Maybe if I was more attractive. Maybe it's me. But cheating is not a reaction to your flaws, it's a reflection of theirs, their inability to communicate. Their fear of emotional discomfort, their craving for validation at any cost. You did not cause their dishonesty. They chose it. And you must never carry guilt for someone else's weakness. Staying in a relationship after infidelity is a personal choice. Some couples rebuild. Others separate, but no matter the path, love cannot survive without trust. When you stay without healing, love turns into survival. You tiptoe. You hide your emotions. You tolerate pain quietly. You stay, not because you feel cherished, but because you feel afraid to start over. But survival isn't the same as love. Real love doesn't require you to abandon yourself. It requires both of you to show up fully, with honesty, with repair, with sacrifice. If only one of you is doing the work, the other is simply watching you bleed. What many people don't realize is that infidelity breaks more than just a bond between two lovers. It damages families, friendships, even your relationship with your own future. Children feel the tension even when they don't understand it. Friends get pulled into loyalty wars. You become isolated, afraid to tell people what happened, afraid of being judged, blamed, or pitied. And worst of all, your future self becomes hesitant. You start preparing for pain even in new relationships. You trust less, you love with walls instead of windows. Infidelity causes a ripple of emotional destruction. And healing means repairing more than just the past, it means reimagining your future. Some people rush to forgive after betrayal. They want peace, they want things to go back to normal. But forgiveness isn't an escape, it's a journey. And you don't know it to anyone before you're ready. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen. It means deciding one day at a time to release your grip on pain, but only after it's been faced, felt, and fully understood. Real forgiveness only works when it's paired with change. Without transformation, forgiveness is just another form of silence. There will come a moment when you wake up. And the pain won't hit you first, you'll notice the birds singing. You'll enjoy your coffee without the ache. You'll look in the mirror and smile, not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer broken. Rebuilding yourself after betrayal takes time. It's not about revenge. It's not about replacing them. It's about remembering who you were before you had to carry someone else's lies. Your glow returns when you begin living for you again. Your joy becomes your shield, and your boundaries become your protection. There is power in choosing to be alone, not out of bitterness, but out of self-respect. When you've been betrayed, solitude becomes sacred. It becomes the space where your heart can breathe again. You learn that your value isn't tied to who stays. You realize that peace is better than pretending. You fall in love with quiet because for once, your soul isn't in a war zone. Being alone after infidelity isn't loneliness, it's a season of healing. And when someone comes along who deserves your heart, you'll know. Because they won't just want your love, they'll protect it like it's their own. Let me tell you something the world doesn't say enough. You were never too much. You were never not enough. You were just loving someone who didn't know how to handle the gift of your heart. You were loyal, you were kind, you believed in forever, and they threw it away. That doesn't make you weak, that makes you real. Infidelity might have shaken your world. It might have robbed you of sleep, tears, and time. But it didn't rob you of your value. You are still worthy, still beautiful. Still someone that real love will never leave behind. And when that love comes, it won't confuse you. It won't hide. It won't make you feel like a choice. It will feel like home, and this time, it won't hurt.